Hmm.
Right. What we're doing today is thinking about disaster recovery of a web app. So if my web app, this web app, which is located in South Central US, entire data center goes down. There's nothing available in South Central US. Right? It's all gone. What do you do? And a lot of your customers are located in other parts of the world, and they are hitting this web app constantly, right? So what do you do about it? Because this web app is gone. So what we have to do is maybe create another web app in a different geographical region, and when they get in, they must have still have access to the website. I'm making myself the presenter for a minute, and I hope you can see my screen. What we intend to
Yes.
do is, well, let's say that is your web app. This is located in South Central US, and there goes another web app which is in, let's say, it's in East US, right? And both of them have the same website. And for some reason, if there's a whole lot of traffic, there's a whole lot of traffic that is getting into this particular load balancer, the whole traffic that is getting into this load balancer. Let me draw some lines here to take this picturization better. Right. The traffic is all going to that load balancer. So just in case this South Central US goes down, I would like the traffic to go to East US. So for that purpose, what I have to do is create a traffic manager right here. So instead of let's me do this. So instead of traffic going directly to your web apps, it will go via the load balancer. So entire traffic, or not the load balancer, but the traffic manager, right? So what we are doing is a primary, secondary, a failover technique. So
Hmm.
far, all your customers were going to South Central, and just in case that goes down, you can still go to East US, and that is done by the traffic manager. And traffic manager is of several types, right? Based on how you want to configure it. You can configure it as a primary, secondary. You can also configure it as geographic based, where all your traffic from South Central US goes to Central US, and all the traffic from East US goes to East US. And this will be the point of contact for all your customers. Does that make sense? That is geographic based.
Yes.
Other is priority based as well, right? And there is performance based as well. So based on certain load, or weighted traffic manager as well. So based on certain load, let's say I want 20% of the traffic to go to South Central US and 80% of the traffic to go to East US. Then we can set that up as well. There are different kinds of traffic managers here. So what is traffic manager doing? It is ensuring that the traffic is distributed to various endpoints, and these endpoints are web apps. So you can use traffic managers not only with Azure endpoints but also with any external endpoints. So traffic manager is helping us improve the availability of applications by monitoring them. Just in case it goes down, you can have failover. It also improves the responsiveness for your applications, and you can also have a combination of your on-premise application to the cloud. Distribute the traffic for large and complex environments. So Traffic Manager is enabling you to control the distribution of traffic across your application endpoints. And of course, the Traffic Manager is internet facing. So Traffic Manager is working at a DNS level. That's an application level. Okay, that's what a Traffic Manager is. We can also consider it as load balancer of load balancers.
Yes.
Alright, let's go ahead and start working on this. So for that purpose, you have to create two different web apps in two different geographical regions. We already have one in South Central US. Please go ahead and create another one in East US. Or any other, pick up just any geographical region, it doesn't matter. I'll go ahead and make you the presenter now so that I can see what you're doing. You're the presenter.
I have to share again.
Yes, please. Okay,
Okay.
let's go ahead, please. Create one more web app. So you can change the location by
Uh,
clicking on App Service Plan. Click on App
uh,
Service. Oh, you
I
already.
already clicked
No
on
problem. No
create.
problem. Let's click on Create. There's a Create button over there. Let's click on Create.
Yeah. Okay. So under the service plan, yeah, we have slash location, right?
Yes, yes, correct. So you just have to select the location there, and yeah, please click on New. Yeah, so you can see the location. I'll go to the
Yes.
location. Let's go ahead and close this.
Yeah, we got this here. This is the different one. Okay.
Yeah, just refresh that. Maybe you can delete the one that you don't need.
Yeah, I will delete that. Yeah, we got in one in East US.
Amazing. Great, great
Clicking
job.
on that.
Can you please go ahead and modify the web app to reflect some name over there? Maybe just change. You scroll down to the bottom. Then there's something. Yesterday we did that right next to Kudo.
Kudo.
Not Kudo. Actually, the screen is too small for me to read. It's like one step. With these, scroll up a little bit. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. App Service Editor.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you know what to do. Go ahead and click on go and modify it a little bit to make it something that looks good.
So we'll create a new file here, index.
Yes, please.
Okay. I'll close this now. Display it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Index.html, right? Amazing, man. Amazing. Just save it. So let's say we can close it and see and browse if that works.
I think I have to come back here. Right.
Awesome. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and go to Traffic Manager. So click on that three lines and find the service offering uh, called Traffic Manager.
Three lines on this web app or
Now on the very
where?
top left hand side,
Here.
yeah,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
right.
And here, traffic manager.
Yeah, you find it? Okay.
Create.
Yes, create a new Traffic Manager, give it a name, and you will notice that the Traffic Manager doesn't have a location because it is global, right?
Mm-hmm.
Traffic Manager is global, it will not have a location, but it will definitely have a resource group.
Okay.
It's taking some time.
Yeah, it's taking time. We didn't get any alert in the notification. Okay. Let's create.
Okay,
Right.
give it a name, please. And in the drop down menu, you have four options.
Mhm.
You have four options, right? Performance, priority. Please select the drop down menu.
Yes.
Performance, priority, weighted, and geography.
Yeah. Good.
Let's try to understand what are they. Okay? These are the routing methods available in Traffic Manager.
Mm-hmm.
What is a priority? We can consider priority as a primary and secondary, where you want the 100% of traffic to hit a particular web app, whereas when the primary web app goes down, you want the traffic manager to direct it to our backup web app.
Mm-hmm.
The exact same thing that we are describing in the MS Paint diagram. Next one is weighted. Weighted is when you want to distribute traffic across a set of endpoints evenly, or maybe according to the weights which you will define. You can say 80 hits go to a particular web app and 20 hits go to a particular web app, or 80% and 20%. Performance is when you have the endpoints in different geographical locations and you want end users to choose the closest endpoint in terms of the lowest network latency. So performance is from the user's perspective. They get the best performance. So if you have web apps in 5 different geographical regions and they are sending the traffic through the traffic manager, then they will be landing up in the nearest web app. Geographic is so that the users that are directed to specific endpoints based on their geographic location from where the DNS query originates from. So the traffic manager will know the user geographical location and route them based on what is important to them. So that could be based on localization of the content. So if you have, let's say, 5 different web apps which have the similar content but in 5 different languages. People in Canada love French, so you have the web app in French. People in uh, South America, they love Spanish, so you have the exact same content in Spanish. The people in Taiwan like their own language, then you have this exact same web app in in another language. You know what I mean? So people will be redirected to their specific geographical region based on the localization of content, and they'll get the best user experience, right? Got it, right?
Yeah.
So I'll show you one of them. Let's go ahead and select geographic and put them in a particular resource group. And
Have to create a new group, or we can use
doesn't
the
matter.
existing
The
one.
existing one doesn't matter.
Okay. So this one we have created in East US. So I'm putting in the same.
Okay, it doesn't matter for the load balancer for this traffic manager because it is global.
It okay. It can okay. Right. We got the traffic manager.
Up and running, wonderful. Let's click on it. And then now you have to define endpoints, right? Please click on configuration and then you will see what kind of configuration have you selected. Have you selected geographic or have you selected priority or weighted?
Right.
So I've selected that. Okay, great. Let's go click on endpoints. Click on add. Okay. Now here we want to add the endpoints that we have created, right? The endpoints that we have created are Azure endpoints. They are not external endpoints. Please click on the drop down menu. So you have 3 of them. Number one is Azure endpoint. Second one is external endpoint. Third one is nested endpoint. First two are self-explanatory. Azure endpoint means that they must be within your Azure portal. External endpoint means it could be something in your on-premise. Whereas nested endpoint is a traffic manager can also participate in the uh, traffic manager act. So if you have multiple traffic managers, you can put them behind a traffic manager. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
select let's select Azure endpoint. Azure endpoint, and then give it a name. Okay. Now in the resource type, If you select, you have cloud service, Azure app service. Just try to do a full screen. Okay, now it's better. App screen. Other one is app service slot and public IP address. So it's just asking me for, what do you want as a backend? So when people hit the traffic manager, where do you want it to redirect the request to? I'll select app service in this case because I've already created two apps there. Select app service and then select app service there. Right? Select one of them. Parallel web.
So,
Select one of them. All right.
mhm.
Now this web app is created in East US. So you want all the people in East US to be directed to parallel web app because that is physically created in East US,
Right.
right? So let's
Yeah.
select US over there in the drop down menu. Let's select US. Yeah, select
North
that.
America, South
Yeah, yeah,
America.
yeah. Select North America.
Okay.
You can select one of the states there, just anything, and they will. You want one of these states to be redirected. You know, select a state as well. So everybody in, let's say, Chicago or Illinois, in just
Hmm.
in a state, so they will be getting redirected over there. All right, good,
So all these regional people will be directed to parallel web app.
awesome. That is correct.
Okay.
Okay, we can add
Hmm.
geo mapping. Add geo mapping. Done. So that is added. So similarly, you can have multiple geo mappings.
Hmm.
Florida, Connecticut, and maybe some Ontario and Canada, things like that, right? And say okay.
Okay.
Oh, we selected the second one, right? We did not add the geo mapping. You can just delete that if you like.
This
Delete the
one.
second one, please. Delete the second one. Second
Delete the
one,
second one.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Right.
Awesome. Done. Right? So you have created
Yeah.
one endpoint. Let's add another endpoint that will be mapping to the second web app that you have created.
Right. So now the different web app in a different location, right? Web app.
Absolutely, you got
South
it.
Central.
Yeah, you got it now. You got it. Correct. Perfect. So you want that particular country to be redirected over there.
I can click OK or I have to do add geo.
You
Add geo.
understand the purpose of
Okay.
adding the geo
It's
mapping,
added.
right?
Yes. Yes.
That's it.
It's added.
Correct. Click OK.
Hmm.
Perfect, right? So you're done. Click on overview.
It says checking endpoint.
Okay, okay. It will be online in some time. Click on overview, and then this web app is an endpoint, right? Click on it, please. The DNS name is a DNS name.
Uh, you want to go to
Okay, okay,
configuration?
okay. Wait. On the right hand side, you have a DNS name. Web traffic manager.net.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
click on it. So it should take you to one of those websites.
Okay.
I've noticed that it usually takes some time to settle down after you added the endpoints. Okay. Go ahead and click on it one more time.
Both has come online now.
Perfect. This is just taking some time.
Hmm.
So to test this kind of setting, it's a good idea to launch a VM in US. Uh,
Right.
that will appear as if it's actually hitting the web traffic from the US instead of India. We're trying to access it from India, so that's the challenge. So I have a VM in the US. I'm just powering it on. As soon as I have a public IP, I should be able to connect to it.
So, Anand, one quick question.
Sure.
So, we configured traffic manager saying it for this particular location users get the website from web app from this uh,
Endpoint.
web applications, right? This endpoint.
Mhm.
So now one guy, endpoint one is servicing East US region, endpoint two is servicing South US.
Mhm.
Okay. So now if endpoint one goes down, if the app published in the endpoint one goes down, will this how does this traffic manager service to the users of that location?
Then you have to do nested. You have to do nested traffic
So with the
manager.
current configuration we have done, we didn't do any such thing, right? We just asked it to, for this reason, service this. That's it.
Correct.
So if it goes down, now those users will not be able to
Yes,
access.
you will not be able to access.
Right.
So
Okay.
then you have to do nested. So there then you will
Mm.
do priority based, which will be primary secondary.
Okay.
So it is not working from the US side as well.
Hmm.
So it is web traffic mgr dot traffic manager dot net, isn't it?
Yes, correct.
Web traffic mgr dot traffic manager dot net. Can you copy and paste it in the chat, please? So that there's no scope of
Sure.
typos. Okay. It is the same thing I have. All right. All we have to do is just give it some time and uh, maybe sit with patience on that one. That's it.
Yeah.
When all our configuration is correct, there is nothing wrong over there. So that's it. I wish it worked quickly.
Mm.
So individually, the web apps work, right?
Yeah. Individually, they are working.
Okay. Okay. I think let us pause that. We're just waiting for that. Let's give it some time, and maybe we can try checking after an hour or something. Um,
Yeah.
okay,
Does ping work to this?
man. No, ping will not work.
Okay. So we lost Sadiq?
Sadiq informed that he's gonna drop off the call.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he's in office, right? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and please play around the other ones as well, like priority and load balanced as well.
All right.
Yeah, and see how that works. Okay. So we'll catch up
Yeah.
tomorrow again. We'll do maybe some other service. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, man.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.